right, welcome back into another episode of Indiebnb. Today, we are joined by the boys from Perfect Animal again, ahead of their New Year's Eve show at Smithsonian Bar. That's 12:30. That's Saturday. Getting the boys ready to go. How are we feeling? Are we ready for the show? We just got some rehearsal done. Talk to us.
Getting hyped, man. So we got a new member playing with us. This is Noah from Better Yet, and he fills in on drums when our other drummer can. We kind of mix and match, but he's become a member of the band. He's a boy. He's a brother of the band.
He's an animal.
Yeah, he is an animal. That's for sure. He's probably one of the best musicians I've ever met, honestly. He primarily plays bass and sings in Better Yet, but he also plays bass for Atticus Ronis, along with his buddy Steven, and solo stuff. He does a bunch of stuff. But yeah, he's joining us on the kit for this Saturday. Should be good.
He's this guy, Dave Grohl. Jeez, what can't you do?
Basically.
Can he cook?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Does he miss notes like our boy over there?
Oh yeah, Alex doesn't miss.
No.
They don't miss. So there's only two guys in the band now that miss notes.
Me and David.
Yeah. Regularly.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, I mean, we've had a year. I've seen you a couple times. You know, we saw you at the Red Light Cafe. We saw you at in front of
that one was
yeah, Veranda. It's been a year, man. It's been a lot of good growth. We put out a bunch of singles, and when you look back and reflect, we've grown a ton, and that's really all we wanted to do this year. So we achieved it. I feel like the highlight of this year, though, it culminated in our show at 529, which we sold out with Internet Islands and Couch Cold. That was a badass experience.
Yeah, that was highlight of the year.
It was awesome. That was the best show I've ever played. That was great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a sweaty, packed room right there. It was awesome.
I've only been to 529 on one occasion. It was a Sunday night, though, so it was a school night. So it wasn't the whole crowd wasn't there. But I talked to some of the workers. They said it's a pretty epic venue when there's no school the next day.
Honestly, I think that's my favorite venue in Atlanta for sure. Me and Alex go there all the time. They have really good bands play there. I highly recommend.
I love it. Well, I guess what's the so if that's the highlight, give us the give us a low light. Why not? Let's see what low light for the band this year.
I guess like the mundane everyday stuff has just been recording a bunch. Right now we're recording our album, which has gone slower than expected, to be honest. A lot of setbacks, but yeah, it's called Soft Applause, and it'll be released. Who knows? Maybe like February or March, but we'll see. It's my apartment. So we got up to a good click with like recording, but then my apartment has this mold issue. So like once that happened, it just like all my shit just got displaced everywhere. It's been like piecemealing this album together, but the songs on it feel really good and really right, and we're really looking forward to it. The first single off of it was Say That You Don't, which was released late November. And
I think it was December 2nd.
It was something like that.
November 29. I'm looking at it right now.
Is that?
Yeah, and that was our highest performing like release. And then Habits in second. So it's done really well, and we're really proud of that song.
Yeah, I was just listening to it. Speaking of Dave Grohl, it had some like early sort of acoustic Foo Fighters feels to it towards sort of in that bridge area. But yeah, like I told y'all when I saw y'all, I don't know, what was that, in June or July? Y'all are just progressing as a band.
Thanks, man.
Getting better, getting tighter, and songs are not necessarily getting better, but just y'all are just better. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
We're staying consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistent.
It's like, our whole thing is like from release to release, we want to like change it up every time. And we feel like we've done that all year. We want people who like us, our fan base, we want to keep them entertained in that way. I don't want to release the same feel every song. So I guess the two poles of our music are really like the stripped down acoustic and like alti indie rock.
Yeah, you can't
So-
listen to us and say that our songs all sound the same.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But thank you. I really appreciate that.
We got the you guys got some management going. I know Mockingbird Talent. I mean, talk to us about getting involved with them and like really getting, shot in the stratosphere. I mean, are we going on a world tour soon, or what's the deal? Are we gonna get you in Tokyo coming up soon?
So it came at the exact right moment. It was earlier this year, I think February or January, and I was just trying to book shows, which is always a whole ordeal. And Corduroy Blue had just broken up, and I saw a post that they did talking about Mockingbird or something, or like if you want good management, like or whatever, show scheduling promotion, hit this up. So I hit him up, and I got on the phone. I was like, "Hey, this is Eric from Perfect Animal." And he goes, "Oh, what's up, Eric?" I was like, "Who is this?" He's like, "Oh, it's Atticus." I was like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" I didn't know it was him, and that came at the exact right moment. Like it really fleshed out our show schedule for the year, and really helped us grow this year for sure. And
Is that kind of like the push with the new album? I mean, is that kind of they're supporting that in their agency-ness? I don't know how it works, but
so Mockingbird basically promotes and does scheduled shows for
okay,
it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I
But
got you.
it's connected us to so many cool bands and like expanded our network so much. We met so many cool people, and it's been really healthy for us for sure.
I like it. I like it.
Is that gonna take it?
State? Go ahead, Tash.
I think we were about to ask the same question. Is that going to kind of expand y'all more like in the southeast, or even farther than that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really going to help us in the southeast. Like our strategy is to really pick like 3 shows a year that are the big sellout, go all out shows, and fill in around those with a bunch of smaller shows to like gin up support for whatever we're doing. But planning those smaller dates is honestly, in a lot of ways, a lot more difficult than the bigger dates, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like we have a good relationship with like Smiths and 529 and like the bigger Atlanta band. I feel like it's easier to get those shows. It's harder to like cold call or cold email smaller venues that don't know you. So I feel like Mockingbird has really helped us with that. That's really been the strength of this year.
I love it. I love it. We gonna get any, did you guys play outside at all? Did you guys go do any of the festivals, the Porch Fest or either one of them? There's like 3 of them now.
We were lined up to do Virginia Highlands Porch Fest, but it ended up being conflicted out. We were real bummed about that because we do that every year pretty much.
We did do Marietta.
Yeah, we did Marietta outside.
The train just like went right by during our set, and it was like right there.
This big ass train came in the middle of like cable TV, one of our songs, and it just completely like we couldn't hear anything. It was a great productive show. Like you find if you go to those little cities, like Marietta's not little, but like if you go to cities outside of Atlanta, people are itching.
Yeah, we made a lot of connections.
The people are itching out there, and we gained like 30 fans from that one show, But yeah, outdoors is a whole different challenge, especially when a lot of times they'll be like, "Yeah, man, the show's outside. Bring all your gear," and you go up there and like setting up the sound is just a mess and a nightmare. But yeah, we've done some outside stuff. We're gonna try to go for Ath Fest and more of the outdoor festivals this next summer. But yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, what about as you guys play places like Veranda where I mean y'all are outside on literally the street, like which by the way, you had your guy our guy from Mastodon, Brent Hines, walked by and I was like, I go, Tash, that's fucking Brent Hines. He's like, who the fuck is Brent Hines? I'm like, dude, the guy from Mastodon. He's their guitarist.
I love playing there. We get off of work on Fridays, man. We just load up the gear and go drink beer and just play outside to give us a nice 2 to 3 hour set. I love that. That was great.
And yeah, that was a fantastic evening. We had our fair share and listened to some tunes. You were on the electric guitar that night. It sounded badass.
I switched that. Yeah, that show on. I switched to electric. Instead of playing the Jag now, though, I play a Mexican Telecaster that David has now. But yeah, our electric sound is a lot better now. Really, since that show, we've committed electric, mainly because y'all were like, "Yo, you should play electric."
You got to do this, man. You got to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, soft applause. I mean, who came up with the name? Which one of you four did it? And I mean, that's a good name. I like the album. Is that the kind of the vibe for the album, or we just, that's just a good thing to say? I mean,
it's the vibe for sure. It's we're trying to basically expand on our handmade EP concept, that feel of like acoustic centered with sort of shoegazy leads and fleshed out acoustic songs. So it has a softer feel. Their songs are more serious. Because I just feel like we just have a ton of songs, and that's just a really strong, big side of us, is that serious, introspective type of music. So soft applause as an umbrella term works really good for that. And we're going to do a waterfall release for it. So basically how a waterfall release goes is you release single A, and then you release singles B and A together, and then singles B, C, and A together. And then you release the album. So the theory is that they kind of stack streams as you go along and build hype towards the album. So our single A for Soft Applause was Say That You Don't. And our second single is the song with the work, it's called Object Permanence. And we're finishing up that song, and our videographers that we've been working with over at Raging Bandit Productions have just finished the video for that. It's so like, it sends chills down my spine watching that video. It's so beautiful and just amazing. Yeah, Raging Bandit Productions, that's a huge part of how we've developed this year. Basically, Alex's girlfriend knew these guys. They were film students at Southern Illinois University, and just
Salukis.
Yeah,
Salukis.
and they're like film nerds. Like they have the criterion, you know what I mean? And all this amazing gear and just great vision. And it allows us to kind of step away from doing DIY music videos and like putting it in the hands of like actual professionals with like a vision. And we feel like that's really upped our game quite a bit. So Trevor and Brian and Kimon from Raging Bandit, fucking amazing people. And we're really for them.
Are we gonna have any more in the bathroom shoots though? I mean, like,
yeah, dude,
we should do a whole music video in the bathroom, dude.
Can Noah fit in the bathroom with y'all?
You can get in there.
Hey, give me some bongos or something.
Yeah.
Tampa.
It'll be all five of us.
I feel like the hard thing about being a band, doing it on your own, is really the content, man. That's the struggle. Like doing the videos and the songs and production is like easy compared to like applying it on a social media platform. That's just difficult. But we feel like the live from the bathrooms are a good gimmick, good shtick to do. So we'll have more of those in the pipe for sure.
Yeah, we always joke we need like a 14-year-old girl to like run our Instagram and TikTok and all that, because we'd be good to go.
It's such a struggle. It really is. I can't say that enough.
Yeah, I don't know what to do on those. I literally created a reel today that Instagram told me to create. They said, "Hey, why don't you try this?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Let's do it. One click, here we go." But I mean, as you guys progress, like, so next year we're gonna have a couple large shows. The sounds like the formula is like 3 sellouts and then having some things fill in there. You know, what's the dream venue for next year? I mean, where do you want to play? How big do we want to go? I mean, Tabby, Eastern, what are we talking about here?
That would be amazing. I know somebody whose daddy owns the Eastern and Georgia Theater. and one other venue. So we're gonna try to work that angle and get into those bigger shows. But I mean, I've always wanted to play at the Earl. I've never played there. We want to get some more Masquerade shows because we haven't played there since Ugly Smile.
I would love to play
And,
Terminal West.
Terminal West.
That'd be
sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
place.
Whoever will have us, you know what I mean?
Like,
How about a little aisle 5? That'd be
Yeah.
We
that'd
played,
be a sick.
yeah. I played there a couple bands ago. The green room is so cool. Like it's like a treehouse vibe. I don't know how to describe it. But they have a working bathroom in there. They got a refrigerator. It doesn't smell like piss in there. It's great.
That's how we got this whole connection, is because we ran into you at aisle 5 at that Middle Kids concert like 2 years ago. So
yeah, I love Middle Kids, man. They're coming out with a new album this year. I don't know if you saw that, but
I can't wait.
That was great.
Yeah. Well, like as you guys are going, I mean, we're preparing for the Smith show. Do we have the set list down? Like, what's the? I mean, what are we? What can people expect?
We do. Could you get that book? We'll just read it. We'll go through a little set list. Thanks.
So
You
the
know, it's an
people listening,
underrated.
All right. So we're gonna start with Ordinary Life, but we're gonna not do the breakdown. We're gonna not do the breakdown until the very end of the show. So we'll do Ordinary Life, Habit, Cable TV, a new song off of Soft Applause called The Way the World Ends.
What's the
working
new name?
It's a working name. We'll see. And then Say That You Don't, Curb Appeal, Good Intentions, and we'll end with Warm to Embed. And at the end of Warm to Embed, we're just going to go hard break into the Ordinary Life breakdown because we always close shows with that. I feel like that's a high energy way to close shows.
I love it. I'm gonna put it on my radio while I'm driving my ass to a damn wedding on New Year's Eve. But I will. I'm gonna make the playlist with sans the ones that are not available, and I'm gonna get my vibe going. Be there in spirit.
Yes, perfect.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, when you guys craft that, like, any like kind of idiosyncrasies, like, hey, like maybe we want to play this, maybe we want to throw in a cover, like, like, do y'all all decide on that together, or what's the democratic process that goes on there?
It is not democratic. We literally, we were practicing with Noah the other day, and we just let him do it. And he was like, "Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Let's take the breakdown from Ordinary Life. We'll hold off onto the end." But yeah, we usually just let like one person just do it. We just rotate.
No, we were gonna do it twice. Remember?
Yeah. We'll do it twice. Yeah.
I was like, let's just do it again.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. Tash, you got anything here?
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to next year with the album. Are we looking at another Indiebnb album release party?
Yeah, it was so much fun at that Smith's Upstairs show when y'all were emceeing. That was the coolest thing. We have to do that again. I loved that. The energy was great. Made the transitions perfect. You were throwing out those koozies and playing games with the audience. I fucking love that shit. So we will definitely do that for an album release show, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, we like that. Yeah. Tash,
You're in on
we're gonna get a tight 5. We both of us need a tight 5, or we need to like kind of do like a Penn and Teller kind of deal where like
we're just gonna wing it again.
God, dude, like nothing makes me like fucking. Thank God I was wearing black that night. I was like sweating my ass off thinking about like, shit, man, we don't have enough stuff. Like, what are we doing here?
It's all up here.
Just didn't give a fuck, man. He's flying by the seat of his pants.
Yeah.
God.
And we also got so we're finished up this album now, but we are also we've been recording with Marcus from Pink Bus Productions for the whole time we've been a band. And but he wants to step back from producing and do more of his own thing and be an artist again. So the next album, we're gonna roll right into another album after Soft Applause comes out. And we're gonna work with Corey Bautista, who's an incredible producer. We're really excited about working with him. He's produced the Callous Cowboys and Seder, who are both like really huge Atlanta bands, really legends. And Callous Cowboys had an incredible album come out this last year that really went off that Corey produced. So we're really looking forward to that. the songs won't stop. Got to be for us to be satisfied. It's got to be pretty much one after the other, for sure.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, man. That's what's rewarding is just producing your songs. None of that fucking Instagram bullshit is rewarding.
Yeah.
Songs are.
All right. Well, we'll be on the lookout for the new songs. Obviously, Smith's Old Bar, New Year's Eve. Get your tickets. I literally got my email here just a second ago saying, "Hey Grant, you're invited. Fresh Ticks is inviting you." We're gonna put the link in the bio of all the stuff, and we'll link it all around here so you guys can make sure you can check them out. If you have nothing going on, New Year's Eve, baby, Perfect Animal is the perfect evening for you.
Yeah, pregame your New Year's Eve with us. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really go into it. I mean, you should be tackling New Year's Eve hungover because you should be from the Perfect Animal show just hammered.
This is a bender weekend. You know what I mean?
Just straight through.
A bender weekend. We're day one, you know.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, we appreciate you guys coming on today, and we'll be pushing everything that we can to get you guys out there. And look, we just love the Perfect Animal, and we can't support you guys enough. Keep doing what you're doing. We can't wait to host the album release party for soft applause. It's gonna be a lot of this at that. You know what I'm saying? We get the soft applause going.
Needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Just so everybody-
Love it. We love it, guys.
We missed you guys. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you, man. We love you guys.
All
We love y'all,
appreciate
man.
you.
Yeah.